Hello, I will show you a clip on two things that are very important. Please pay attention to this video and make sure to check what I do to be able to properly juke this enemy. Alright, here you go. Were you able to pay attention to what it is in this? Okay, I'm gonna show you one more example before explaining exactly what to do to juke here. Pay attention. Alright, so I'm gonna explain properly what I do in these clips. First of all, let's use a second clip which is a lot more open for you to see exactly what's going on. An enemy will not be able to see you if you are one tile ahead of the monster and you are to the side. They usually will not be able to see you. However, you go ahead and you push yourself one more tile ahead and they can see you right away. This is very important to know when it comes to juking. Next step, an enemy who is currently moving from one tile to another is not able to change the direction. For example, right here, the monster is already taking a step to the next tile. You can go ahead and counter this by moving to the tile that they ignored. This way, you can keep up with the monster and just wait for their move before you take yours. Depending on how you set up your movement, the enemy will move in a vertical way or a horizontal way. They will never move in a diagonal way. Even in Fear and Hunger 2 Termina, they will not be moving diagonally when they're close to you. So you don't have to worry about that. They cannot get into a fight with you when they're close to you. They have to choose either left, right, up, or down. Whenever an enemy loses sight of you, they will go back to their position where they started the map in. Of course, if they cannot go back to the position where they were before because of pathfinding, then they will be moving in random directions until they get to the place where they have to be, or just stay in the spot that you leave them. If you leave the map before they get back to their position, they will be in the positions that you left them. However, they will remain with the same behavior that you left them. For example, the elite guard near Legard's prison moves left by a few tiles and then goes back to the right. If you leave him outside, you can actually push him into a wall, like this. This is very important when it comes to speedrunning. Knowing where you leave enemies is very, very beneficial. You can force an enemy into going sideways or vertically based on your movement when you approach them. For example, right here, this enemy, if I approach him without doing any movement at all, they will remain in a vertical movement, so you can move upwards and dodge them because you didn't input any movement at all. And the crates have made it so that they are not able to cut your path. However, as soon as you move sideways, you are forced into sideways dodge, so you can never go vertically and juke him again. Most enemies require you to properly and manually push them into a position where you can move vertically against them. Most of them will cut you off. However, same goes for horizontal movement, so you should be able to figure this out as you play through the game. Some enemies are very difficult to notice because of their movement speed, forcing you to react to it. However, you can always practice by having a vert trap, placing it down, and seeing which enemy moves where when given the decision of juking. This is how you practice where you can juke the enemies without having to react super fast. There are three special scenarios where the rules of what I explained are not properly followed by the game. Number one, the yellow mage over here will not chase you in any sort of way. They will begin casting an ability that goes through the menu. So if you open up the menu, while they're casting this ability, you're more than likely going to be hit by this ability, and thus you will lose an arm or a leg. However, you can go around this guy to evade him. The other one that is ahead, you cannot go around. However, there is a trick to it, which is if you drop down from here, stand right here, and then just hold right, you can actually dodge this enemy. The animation of you losing a limb will still play, but you will only be caused the effect of bleeding, or maybe nothing at all. So you will be safe. Number two, some enemies don't have an exclamation mark on their head, and they are designed to chase you throughout the level without being able to exhaust them. This enemy right here, for example, these zombies that crawl through these gaps are not designed the same way, and they will always chase you. You cannot tire them, and they are designed to always know when you're close by. Number 3, the Ballista Guard over here. While you can juke him left and right, they will be a bother to you. So the best thing you can do is to do this exact movement that I do. You first trigger the arrow, then you move out of the way. You can sneak by, you can walk over the ballista, it will not shoot you because it doesn't have an arrow, and then you continue going. The ballista is meant to shoot only when the guard is behind it. So if you kill the guard behind the ballista, then the ballista will continue shooting his arrows. So be mindful of this. Well, that is mostly all when it comes to juking enemies in Fear and Hunger 1. These tips can help you out in Termina, yes. However, I would also like to show you on screen whenever I make the video. Now, to finish up this video, I'll show you how to juke some enemies in the game so you can properly understand what I've been teaching you this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what else you want me to cover in the near future. See ya!